Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, I guess. All, zero of you listening out there. My life's a shit show, so let's just go. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a trip to Atlanta that I took earlier this year. And basically how this all started was, I'm friends with this girl, Siobhan, and she lives in my dorm and she's also in my major, so we spend a lot of time together. And when we first started becoming friends, we were just kind of like discussing mutual interests, and I was like, you know, I've always been a huge fan of One Direction since the beginning, and I'm a huge Niall Horan fan. Like, I literally love him. Like, huge, literally, I think I have so many posters in my room right now. It's a little embarrassing. But she was saying that she's a huge fan, and she had tickets to see Niall at the beginning of the year, and then later this summer, she's actually going to see Harry as well. And we were, like, discussing this, and she was like, well, yeah, I have an extra ticket to see Niall. You can come if you want to. And I literally was like tears streaming down my face. I was like, are you being serious? Like, I thought that she was like pulling a prank on me. I was like, you're not serious, are you? And she was like, yeah, do you want to go with me? Like, if you're really that like big of a fan, like, come with me. And I was like, okay. Like, count me in. Like, you don't have to ask me twice. Like, it's a yes. So we like set this all up, and everything's like supposed to be how it's gonna happen and stuff like that. And like, we're coming up closer to the date of the concert, and we're trying to get everything like settled, like details wise, and comes time for us to go. Well, the Uber took a while. I literally have like a list, so I don't, like, an actual list so that I remember all of this stuff. The Uber took like a little bit of time taking us to the Greyhound station. So, you know, we were like supposed to be going, and I've never had a problem with Greyhound. Like, I literally like took Greyhound buses all the time as a kid with my grandpa. Like, never had a problem. We get to the station we literally were there 1 minute before the bus was supposed to leave. We're like, where's the bus? And they were like, oh, it left early. Never in my life has a Greyhound bus ever left on time, let alone early. But apparently it did. So they were like, if you want, you can catch the bus later. There's another one, but like the one later would get us there past when the concert was starting. And we were like, no, that doesn't work for us. Like, is there any way the bus can come back? And we were like trying to figure out if it could. Like, we were like calling them, and we were like, can it maybe, like, if it just left, like, it's just right there, like, can it come back? Can we like meet at some place? Like, can we like still get on? And they were like, no. But I guess someone there like took pity on our stupid, naive teenage selves and convinced the bus driver to come back. And we got on the bus, and I was very thankful that this bus turned around. I literally was like, I just want to go see Niall. Like, you know, this is really important to me. We had paid money to like have these tickets, and then it left, and we were just like kind of like upset. And then it came back, and we were like, okay, we're just gonna get on. Like, we can still salvage this. Like, let's just go. Well, some people on the bus were not exactly happy that the bus had turned around. And I understand that. Like, I probably wouldn't have been very happy about it either if I had like been on the bus and I'd gotten there early and then it turned around for someone. Like, I'd be like, why are they so special? But like, I can't help it that they did. They just did. So we were like on this bus, and the one sitting next to me was just going off. Like, she was so rude about it. Like, she was like, are these girls like the governor's daughter? Like, why is it so special that we turn around for them? Like, they would never do that for me. Like, literally saying stuff like, these dumb bitches, this is because they're white, and like all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not, if like it actually did turn the bus around because I'm white. I, frankly, someone who's a supporter of equality, want to believe that that's not true, and that like just because I'm white I get like buses turned around for me, because honestly I don't give a shit about me, so I don't think other people really give that big of a shit about me. So I don't think it's because of that. But even if it was, like, I'm sorry, but like, please don't, you know, attack me for the next 4 hours on this bus ride. But that's exactly what she did. She literally, for the entire bus ride, was just talking about how we weren't special and we shouldn't be treated more special, and that she's like so offended and stuff like that. And I'm like, please stop. Like, I get it, you're mad, but like, please stop. I literally was like, this just should just stop. Like, I was surprised that she could literally carry on for as long as this bus ride happened, because the bus ride from my school to Atlanta is probably 3.5 hours, bad traffic 4. It took us 5.5 hours to get there. 5.5. This lady who was driving the bus literally, I don't know what she was doing, but she was like, let me drive so slow on the highway. She was trying to blame it on one little accident, and that's why we were so late. I was like, no, honey, like, that accident took barely any time to get through. Like, maybe that would have added like a half an hour, but 2 hours? No. Like, she was like trying to blame it all on this accident, and I was like, you literally were like taking like back roads and like detours and all this stuff just to like, I don't even know what she was doing, but she also took a detour to pick up a random passenger from like a fast food restaurant. I was like, is this a Greyhound station now and I don't know about it? Because you're not allowed to pick up unauthorized passengers like at random ass like gas stations / fast food places. Like, no, you're not. Like, I was like so mad about it. I was like, if you hadn't made all these like extra stops to places you weren't supposed to go to, like, we would have gotten there on time, and like, that's the truth. But whatever, like, not mad, not salty at all, obviously. What else? Oh, because of this, because we were like so late, we were like, we're gonna end up missing part of the concert. So, very sad. At first we were like, there's no opening act, so we're gonna miss like part of him performing and stuff like that. But later we found out that there was an opening act, so we were just gonna be missing them. So like, that kind of worked out. But still, I was like, oh man. So we had to like go get ready to go to the concert. And we had to like go put our stuff away. So we were supposed to go to this hotel. I had like, it all worked out. Like, the hotel was like already paid for, already done, all this stuff. And we get there. And they're like, oh, this is the special case. And like talking to each other. And I was like, what is happening? Like, not another thing, please. And they were like, oh yeah, there was an overbook incident, but because you guys like are platinum members, and because you like stay here at like this chain of hotels a lot, and you know, you're like a frequent customer, we worked it out with our sister hotel that you'll be staying there. And I was like, okay, but how are we gonna get there? Like, we just Ubered here, the Uber's gone, like, I just paid for that, like, are we supposed to walk there? Like, I don't have a car, obviously, like, I'm here visiting. And they were like, this very sweet lady who worked there was like, I will drive you over there. She's like, I'm a grandma. She's like, I'll get you there. And I was like, bless your soul, because I have no idea how to get there, and I wasn't about to call another Uber without like figuring it out first. So she takes us to this new hotel. She works it out with them, and everything's figured out and whatnot. And then we get all our stuff up to this new hotel room, and everything's supposed to be figured out. Well, we're like missing part of the show already. We're like rushing to get ready, and then we finally like we call an Uber and we're on our way there. It takes like literally like a half an hour to get there. We luckily got there as Niall was like finishing his first song, so I was like, okay, let's scurry in there. Let's just do this. So we get in there, and best time of my life. I just want to say that. Literally cried real life tears. Too much to ask makes me literally cry every single time. So when he sang that, I was like, and Siobhan was like, you're really crying right now. And I was like, yes, I'm really crying right now. Please roast me harder. Like, I'm an emotional person. Everyone should just know this. I'm an emotional person. So we like get finished and the concert's done, and our bus at the Greyhound station leaves super early in the morning. Like it leaves like I think like 3:30 in the morning or something like that. So we had enough time to literally like go back to the hotel, eat like a really late dinner, and then maybe get like a nap in. So we go back to the hotel. We're like getting situated. We had some food, and I'm like trying to like take a little nap, but like I can't because I can't really fall asleep. And it's time to like get and leave. So I call an Uber, and he was like, you know, I'm here, I'm outside. And I was like, yeah, we're in the elevator right now. We'll be down in literally 1 minute. And we're like getting on the elevator. The elevator was like really slow, but like even for like a slow elevator, like it didn't take that long. We were downstairs in literally like a minute and a half. And we like go outside, and I'm like going to go put my stuff in the car, and no one's there. I was like, oh, interesting. So I call him, and he's like, yeah, I was waiting like 10 minutes. And I was like, no, bitch, you weren't. You were waiting literally a minute and a half, but it's fine. And he was like, yeah, because I left, I charged you a cancellation fee of $5. And I was like, I'm a college student. I am poor, but sure, charge me $5 for you leaving because you couldn't wait 10 seconds, you impatient asshole. But sure, go ahead. I'm fine about it. Like, not bitter at all. But he left. So we like, I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Like, I'm like so beyond over everything at this point that I'm like, it's fine. Just another thing. It's fine. So I we call another Uber. We get to the bus station, and we're leaving. And the whole ride back, there's this guy. He has a service dog, and everyone is complaining. They're like, this dog is vicious. This dog is gonna attack people. Oh my God, this and blah. I was like, it's a service dog. It's doing a job right now. It's not gonna bother anyone. Just shh. I'm like, bitch, I have gotten zero sleep. You better shut the fuck up so I can just literally get a nap or something. Like, I was so afraid. I was about to like start a fight with the next Susan who had to say anything about this dog. I was like, I'd be like, listen here, Linda, let the man live. Let the dog be. I'm trying to get some shut-eye. And then we get back. We're at the bus station, and we're gonna get an Uber back to campus, and everything's supposed to be like fine. We get this Uber. He's like really nice. So like I'm not saying anything bad about him. He's just really nice. But I was shook when I got into the car because I was like, okay, like here it is. Let's get in. He pulls something out from the back seat and puts it in the front seat, and I was like, what is? Oh my God, is that? Yes, it is. It's a leg. It's a wooden leg. I was a little shook. I was like, you know, I don't mind. Like, I've been around prosthetics before and stuff like that, but I was just not expecting it. So then when this, like, wooden leg is being pulled out of the back and, like, put in the front seat, like, on the passenger seat, like, next to him, I was like, okay. All right, sure. So this seat is, like, taken. I sit in the back with Siobhan, and we finally get back to campus. And man, was it a wild ride. Like, so many emotions up and down. I was like, will we ever see Niall? Yes, we will. Will we ever get back? No. Like, it was a roller coaster, this whole trip. But I'm glad I went. Siobhan and I got, like, we had, like, a good experience, the two of us. And some stuff, like, kind of happened later in the semester before winter break. But, like, I'm thankful for that trip because it's, like, an experience that the two of us got to share together. And, like, I got to see Niall. Like, I literally was, like, actually crying. So I'm glad it happened, even though so much stuff was trying to get in our way from seeing him. But didn't let us stand in our way. We saw him. We rocked that trip, even though a million kajillion things happened during that trip to try to stop us. But we persevered. We went. We saw Niall. We conquered. So I guess my advice is, if anyone ever tries to hold you back from your dreams and ridicule you on a Greyhound bus, keep your head high. Your dreams will come true. You just gotta fight your way through. And literally just choked. You gotta fight your way through, and, you know, sometimes just boycott Uber for a little bit after you have some bad experiences, but it's okay. Uber and I are chill now. Had some better experiences, so not as salty anymore. So I don't know.